Welcome to the fantastic suite here at the W Chengdu. I'm here visiting China's Sichuan Province for the first time, and I'm excited to bring you along the journey, starting today with the giant pandas. Now, if you're coming to Chengdu, there's a panda base in the city that you can go to, but supposedly that's more touristy and more crowded, and the better option is to come out about 1 hour outside of the city to a place called Dujiangyan in the mountains, and that's where we're going right now. This would be my first time seeing pandas in person, and boy are they cute. After looking at about 3 or 4 giant pandas, we also had the opportunity to look at the red panda, a smaller, distant cousin of the giant panda. We finished up with the pandas now. Gotta say, genuinely super cute, super cute. We'd spend the rest of the afternoon exploring the tourist site of Dujiangyan itself, an ancient irrigation system that manages the water flow of the river to the city of Chengdu. It's been a super long day of sightseeing. I'm pretty tired, pretty knackered, and the only thing that can perk me up right now is some hot pot. For hot pot tonight, we've been brought to literally the most romantic possible place to eat hot pot. This is really going to be a special experience. Now, Sichuan Province is one of the world's best places to try the sizzling spicy dish of hot pot. And as a big fan of spicy food myself, I was very much in my natural habitat, not unlike the pandas from earlier. Day 2 out here in Sichuan, we are exploring Qingcheng Mountain, Qingcheng, also here on the western outskirts of Chengdu. It's a spiritual place, it's supposed to be very beautiful, so let's go take a look. Now, Qingcheng Mountain is considered one of the birthplaces of Taoism, and so it's very much a place of quiet reflection, and I didn't take too many videos as we made our way up the mountain. After the giant pandas yesterday, we've got some more little buddies over here. Although I was still pretty easily distracted. There's a series of ever higher gates, courtyards, and stairways. All culminating in this vista from the mountaintop and the 9-story Laojunge Pavilion at the very peak. And after a quick lunch in which we participated somewhat, but not fully, in the traditional Taoist vegetarian diet, it was time to make our way back down the mountain, headed back to the city after a tiring but fulfilling 2 days out here in the Sichuan countryside. We're back at the W again. Now, most of Chengdu's attractions are actually found on the outskirts of the city on the western side, including the Panda Base and the Qingcheng Mountain. Today, we're going to go out to see a few things that are actually in the city. If I'm being honest, I wish we had more time in the city of Chengdu because we only had this morning to visit some of the key attractions for a first-time visitor. We've just visited Wuhouci or Wuhou Shrine. It's kind of like a shrine that's paying respects to some of China's most significant historical figures. It's been an enjoyable visit, really nice place. Now we're going to Jinli, which is more of a touristy place, just to check it out. It's pretty fair to call Jinli a touristy place or arguably a tourist trap, one of those pedestrianized streets you'll find in many Chinese cities with traditionally inspired decor, shops, and restaurants. You know, I would consider myself pretty well versed in noodle dishes all over the world, but it's my first time having these sweet and spicy noodles here in Sichuan, and I have to say they're really good. But after a year of being stuck at home during the pandemic, I certainly didn't mind a tourist trap or two. Of course, there also needed to be some excitement, and so that's why en route to the next tourist trappy place, it was time to ride a bicycle across town. You know, I really feel like exploring a city on bikes is a super underrated way to go because you get to see all the sights and sounds and smells and take whatever turns you want here and there. Really love it. Really think I'm gonna do more biking around different places in the future. Now here at Quanzhai Xiangzi, it was time to participate in what's supposedly a Sichuan specialty. Getting my ears cleaned as part of a 15-minute ritual. After that unfamiliar experience, a final dose of spicy food was all I needed before we left town. Okay, we've arrived in Chongqing after a 2-hour high-speed train ride that I basically just slept the whole time on. Now, we've checked in here to the Westin. It's getting a little bit late. We're gonna go get some Chongqing hotpot, which is actually the place where hotpot originated and the place where it's spiciest. Even more spicy than over in Sichuan Province, over in Chengdu that we had over the past couple of days. So I'm really looking forward to that, really looking to sizzle and challenge my taste buds a little bit. And then after that, we're gonna go take a look at the night views here in Chongqing, which are supposedly some of the best night views that you'll find anywhere in China. So let's go ahead. Chongqing hot pot, and the birthplace of the dish, did not disappoint in the slightest. And the paralyzing peppercorns and scorching spices gave me all the energy I needed to head across to the opposite side of town for all of the night views. We're gonna go check out the famous Chongqing Metro Line 2 with the views of the city. And I gotta say, as somebody who has a big appreciation for urban architecture and infrastructure, I've been looking forward to this for a long time. I'm sure even those of you who aren't die-hard railway geeks like myself can appreciate Liziba Station, where the train passes through an apartment building. Chongqing is an extremely hilly, extremely mountainous city. Everything's kind of built on the slopes, and so there's all sorts of these little stairs and passageways all across the city. And for me, it's all about exploring, slowly and almost getting lost in the city. It's all part of the experience. All right, welcome to the end of the video. I am here at Jiangbei International Airport in Chongqing, and I'm en route back to Beijing after a 4-day trip through Chengdu and Chongqing. Now, I really have to say, this part of China, southwestern China, I haven't been to before, but I've thoroughly enjoyed my time here, and I definitely want to come back as soon as possible. For me, it's very much a place of enjoying life, having fun, compared to, let's say, a place like Shanghai, where you go for the big city vibes, the big metropolis, or a place like Beijing, where you go for the historical sites, right? The Great Wall, Forbidden Palace. Here in southwestern China, it's just about enjoying good food, good landscapes, good company, and enjoying some awesome cityscapes here in Chongqing as well. So I definitely want to come back as soon as possible. Still lots of things that I haven't done just yet. But for now, I hope you enjoyed the video. If so, please do give it a like and subscribe to the Prince of Travel YouTube channel. Just click the subscribe button below the video. Make sure to also leave a comment to let me know what you thought, and I'll see you in the next video.